Welcome to my Wind Sprints for Your Brain. Today we're doing a language workout. Language. It's good for you, good for me. Taking root. Now the other thing about language workouts, they are actually my favorite workouts on Lumosity because Lumosity isn't giving any stats out to individual users anymore. Hi Lumosity. Please put some stats back into your game. We used to get them. All right, I know that they're tracking, but we're not getting. All right, playing root. We exercise vocabulary by learning blocks of words. We're just going to start right in. This doesn't affect your scores in any way. Where's the incentive? Neg is not. Vary is change. Not. Diverse. Per is pertaining. Per, pertinent, time, infer. How about part? How about past? How about through? Was through. Andra, animal. No. Man, android, middle, smart, androcentric, middle, animal. Man, oh, it was man, damn. Diff. I thought because android it wouldn't be. Diff is a part. Okay, solve. Is solvent, solving, solve, tighten. I don't know. Sounds good. How about press, loosen? Oh yeah. Up is written, lex. Oh, written is gram, anagram. Center. We're having fun. Touch, tact. Now, I'm not very tactful most of the time, but I try to be. Sustenance. Over. Hypo. Hyper. Hypermobile. Over, under. I picked under. All right, free. I don't know what free is anymore. Liber. Whew. I did awful, but we had fun. Not even over 50. That is not good. This is what happens when you start not scoring and keeping track of things. You just lose interest and just don't care. All right, editor's choice. Change game. No, we're going to do editor's choice, which is synonyms. At least I think it is. Yep. Beaten, whipped, and bashed. Goaded, pressured, and spurred. Glib is smug. How about cocky? How about happy, overconfident? How about smooth and I picked every wrong one. Frustrated. Okay. Frustrated. Chided. Abonished. Defeated. And thwarted. Abridged is prevailing. Aplenty. Trimmed. And concise. Tremulous. Unsteady. And scared. Rife is plentiful. Numerous. And common. culpable is understandable. Honest? No. Not virtuous. How about unanswerable and accountable? Awkward. That's what today's thing is right now. Gauche and wooden. Stroking is, I don't know. How about discarded? How about disdainful? Fondling and rubbing. We really did bad. But do we care? A little bit, but a lot less than when we were keeping score before. All right, 83. I think I got credit for the fact that those words were all new. Play, contextual. This is reading, which really gives me a hard time because I've read every single one. Come on, Lumosity.
1:15.
And it's 1:15. That is a time management thing called Chime that I have plugged into my Chrome web browser, which is what I'm using right now. Play. We got to read. We have to read. Excelsior's and the baseball cap. Be interesting. Okay, my race hat cremated and created, developed. Prior to the 1860s, teams didn't wear standard headgear. Teams wore no hats at all, while others wore straw hats with floppy hats with wide brims. Excelsior's changed when began wearing rounded hat that would later become the recess of the contemporary, the standard. Preoccupation, predecessor, preeminence. I don't know. Precursor. I should have put that rounded cap, unequal at the time. Although the groundbreaking of the day, the Excelsior cap, stubby visor, which would be considered deemed. By 1900s, the division Excelsior cap, players known as the Brooklyn style, hat built on the elements and cap infatuated by the incinerated and inaugurated. Okay, the Brooklyn style cap no longer visors, the Excelsior progressively longer visors. Throughout the years, visors stopped rowing, stopped evolving, extending. Keep going, ball caps and superstitions. You'd think I'd remember the exact spot where these things would have a problem. Lucky ever since. Called lucky ever since. Baseball caps have been called, okay, integral part of involving many sports superstitions. The first baseball caps are now an integral part of baseball and are involved in many sports. The first year the Excelsiors wore, donned, okay, this one. I saw war and I was just, hey, it sounds the same. It wasn't spelled the same. If they had WORE over there in the thing, I would have grabbed it even quicker too, because donned and wore. That's close. Didn't do bad on time. I must have not done bad on time. Okay, anyways, next game. Because we're having fun to count. Yeah, I'm complaining a lot lately. You know, I've started using Neuro Nation, another platform, which I'm going to put on this channel too. Continuum. Exercise your vocabulary by discerning subtle differences between words. Oh yeah, this is putting words in order. Lots of fun. Cantankerous, cruel, fiendish, cantankerous, cruel, loving, cruel, cantankerous. How about like that? Loving, sweet. How about up here like that? How about like that? Sweet, loving. Oh, okay. Cantankerous, cruel, fiendish. Okay, so I did have it right. I just had the sweet and the loving mixed up. Okay. Frantic, hyper, indolent, animated. How about like that? Because I didn't know what in drain, renew, deplete, drain, renew, conserve, renew. That looks good. Dispute, antagonism. That almost looks good the way it was, but looked better like that. Loathing, love, enmity, fondness, love, loathing. How about like that? Sloppy. I don't know what sloppy. Assiduous. I don't know what assiduous is. How about like that? Showing great care. Okay. I knew it was one of the other extremes. Torture. Yeah. Assault. Antagonize. Lull. All right. Pleasant. I'm not feeling pleasant. Atrocious. Superb. Pleasant. Awful. Atrocious. That looks good there. Spoil. Obliterate. How about like that? Tolerate, revere, tolerate, applaud, ruin, vilify. Vilify, ruin? I don't know. How about like that? Gauche, classy, elegant, tasteless. How about like that? Gauche, lacking social grace. How about there? Okay, inactive. That's the way I'm feeling. Fervent. Animated. Oh, animated. Fervid. How about a little bit more? I hate when they go the opposite way of the way I'm going. Animated, inactive. Wow, animated is considered less than vibrant and fervid? Interesting. Okay. Messed up a lot. Don't care. You're going to hear that a lot until I start seeing my score showing again. Of course, you know it's going to go way down. As a matter of fact, I don't understand why they don't include it in as part of the LPI. When you learn, what's the first thing people lose when they have dementia? Language. Come on, wake up, Lumosity. All right, word snatchers. Exercise your vocabulary by unscrambling the word. Oh yeah, this is jumble on steroids. Timing. Gotta be fast in Lumosity. And you got to learn the words, because a lot of these words I've seen a couple of times. To part with to be part of a litigant. Litigate. To end something. Destroy. Showing no activity, dull, sluggish. Gangsta. Stagnant. I'm so tired of doing this. Make false or damaged statements. Slander. Piece of evidence about a past. Record. Slanted or slow. Diagonal. Oblique. No. Q-U-E. Can't spell. Causing pain or suffering. Cruel. That one actually helped. Searching for food, foraging. Lacking energy, alertness, or slow, sluggish. Reply to in a sharp or repertoire. Retorted. Hazard, risk, dangers. Lenses designed to adhere to eyes. Contacts. Got some of them. Actually, I got a lot of them. All right. Yay! I didn't think I did well. But that might... Oh, yeah, I'm in the top 5 on something. No, I'm not. I thought I was. Not as good as I thought I was. Never. No top 5s. And watch this. No change whatsoever in any of my scores known at all. Let's see if stats show anything with language. Do they? Do they? No. Nothing with language. Come on, Lumosity. Get on the ball. You got all these games. We have this. Look at how it's like we got 1, 2. We even have more language games than we do math games. And yet math is counted. We have that in the stats. Why don't we have language? Come on. Well, that's my rant for the day. Join Lumosity.com so you too can have wind sprints for your brain. Please watch all my videos to the very end. I need the watch hours.